For a long time, I believed that being a faithful Christian meant saying yes every time someone asked for help. Yes to calls, yes to money, yes to emotional labor, yes to fixing problems I didn't create. And slowly, I burned out. I felt guilty for being tired, ashamed for wanting space. Until one day, while reading the book of Proverbs, I noticed something most sermons never talk about. God is deeply compassionate, but He is not careless with help. And Scripture makes it clear, not everyone who asks should be assisted in the same way. When I learned this, it changed how I love people, how I protect my peace, and how I obey God. Let me share 5 kinds of people the Bible tells us to be very careful about helping. And the first one shocked me. Proverbs 19:19 says that someone ruled by uncontrolled anger will keep paying the same price again and again. And if you rescue them, you'll only be doing it repeatedly. This is the person whose life is always on fire. Same drama, same consequences, different month. They don't lack support. They lack responsibility. They ask for help, but reject correction. They want relief, not change. When you constantly step in, you delay the lesson God may be trying to teach them. What feels like kindness can quietly turn into enablement. Sometimes, love steps back so growth can step in. Proverbs warns us not to stay close to people who spread stories and reveal private matters. These aren't just chatty people. They turn trust into currency. If you help them, they won't protect your name. They'll reinterpret your generosity to fit their narrative. Jesus listened to people, but He never entertained gossip. He redirected hearts, not rumors. Wisdom knows when silence is safer than sympathy. Scripture is very clear. If someone refuses to work, they shouldn't expect to be supported. This does not apply to those who can't work. It applies to those who won't. There's a difference between need and negligence. Helping someone who refuses responsibility doesn't restore them. It keeps them comfortable in disobedience. Paul understood something many of us avoid. Discomfort can awaken discipline. Proverbs says correcting a scoffer only earns resentment. This is the person who asks for prayer but dismisses faith, who requests advice but argues with every answer, who wants help but not truth. Even Jesus chose where to invest His power. In places where hearts were closed, miracles were limited. If Christ recognized spiritual resistance, we shouldn't ignore it either. Not every door that opens is an invitation. Some people don't want solutions. They want spectators. The Israelites witnessed miracles daily, yet complained constantly. God provided, but gratitude never followed. Complaining drains joy, energy, and faith. No matter how much you help, it's never enough. There's always another problem, another disappointment, another criticism. You cannot satisfy someone who refuses contentment. At some point, wisdom stops watering what refuses to grow. Kindness and obedience are not the same thing. Niceness is not a spiritual fruit. Wisdom is. Jesus loved perfectly, yet He set boundaries. He healed selectively. He walked away intentionally. Boundaries are not a lack of love. They are proof of discernment. God never asks you to exhaust yourself trying to save people who refuse transformation. Who in your life takes but never changes? Who drains but never grows? Who benefits but never listens? Ask God for clarity. Then have the courage to act on it. Some people will misunderstand your boundaries. Some may accuse you of being unkind. But even Jesus was criticized for who he refused to enable. When you stop helping in the wrong places, you finally have strength to serve in the right ones. Choose wisdom over people-pleasing. Choose obedience over guilt. Choose biblical love, not burnout. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs clarity, and tell us in the comments, which of these drains you the most? God bless.